You have an appointment now, what? Why do we pre-qualify? And we pre-qualify for a couple of reasons. Number one, to make sure we are meeting with a ready, willing, and able seller. I don't want you guys going on appointments with someone who's not serious about getting their home sold. It's a waste of time for you, and you would be better off getting back on the phones, finding someone else who is serious than spending 2 hours prepping and running comps, spending an hour driving there and presenting in front of them, and then, it's 4 hours that are wasted if they're not ready, willing, and able to actually sell their home with you today. Kind of like the guy we were talking about, right? He's not ready. To fully understand their motivation and timeline. Logic makes people think, emotion makes people act. If we understand their motivation and the emotion behind making that decision, we're going to be able to get them to list with us because we understand what's important to them. If we don't really know that, then we can't push them to price the property correctly. We can't say, Mr. Seller, I understand you want to be at 550. However, 550 is not North Carolina by April. 500 is. And if you really have to be there like you told me, then we can't afford to be overpriced. We have to be priced here. But if I don't understand what your motivation is, I cannot have that conversation with you. The other reason we pre-qualify is to uncover the seller objections before we even arrive. I don't want to show up at your house for a listing presentation for you to tell me you're looking for a local real estate agent, or that your mother's a real estate agent, or that you only want to pay 4% commission. I don't want that to happen when I show up. I want to know that before I go. Why do you guys think it's important to know that before you go?
So you don't stutter in front of them, not knowing what to say.
Yeah, so you're prepared. You know how to overcome that objection. If you need to bring stats, if you know they're interviewing someone from Coldwell Banker, you can bring stats to show how we match up against Coldwell Banker. It allows us to be prepared. An objection from the seller is really an unanswered question. So if we know their objections up front, when we present, we can include that in our presentation to make sure that we cover everything and we can secure the business. So it's better to know that up front, and that's another reason we pre-qualify.